Sometimes you may not know the deal breakers you have until you get into a relationship. I'm not talking about being in a relationship, I'm talking about being married. Um, I noticed that a lot of people who are introverted may not necessarily build enough social skills, especially for those who have few or no friends. They practically live their lives just being alone, being by themselves. And so when they get into relationships, a love relationship, they tend to begin to have problems because they are seeing things that are showing up and they're like, who is this the person I'm with? However, one of the best ways to actually solve this problem is to be a spirit filled Christian, be someone who prays. And when the Holy Spirit asks or tells you to ask a certain question or leads you to a particular book, make sure you obey because sometimes, if not most times, that book, that simple instruction is going to save you from something big. You're going to have the right conversations, or the both of you will be exposed to certain part of yourself that you're not aware of. And sometimes you're not even doing this for the other person. So there might be certain attributes or qualities you have that might be a deal breaker for this other person. So in the course of maybe reading it or asking yourself certain questions, you may get to know yourself. You may get to know, oh, this person behaves this way, this person talks like this person sees life this way, this person has this kind of perspective. And so it helps you to begin to ask yourself if you really want to be with this person in the long haul. So be a spirit filled Christian while you're dating and be sensitive to the books, to the mentors, to the instructions, to the questions that the Holy Spirit lays in your heart to ask. Don't ever feel it's out of place. I always make reference to a particular story from, I mean, a skit couple in my country. Yeah, why she was the wife now. When she was single, there was this brother that was interested in her, and it seemed to check all the boxes. However, somewhere in her spirit, she just knew something was off. And so she prayed about it. I'm not sure if she said she fasted, but she prayed about it. And in the place of prayer, okay, was it in place of prayer? I cannot remember the detail, but the brother came to see her again, and a question just dropped in her heart to ask him if he has ever had a child before. And she did. And guess what? A brother that has always been so calm, so collected, so spiritual, he didn't act well on that particular day. And I think for like 3 days, remember, I heard the story, some of the details I bit fuzzy, but I think for 3 days he was not in contact with her, and he eventually came around and told her yes, he had a child, even though he was not married. I guess, he wanted to keep that away from her, or perhaps he was trying to hide that from the fellowship. Remember, I used the word perhaps. I'm not there, I don't have the full context of the story, but I share that story to talk about the role of the Holy Spirit inspiring us to ask the right questions. It will help us to get to the root of some things. It will help you to have some difficult conversations. It will help you to manage your expectations well. So make sure that the Holy Spirit is at the center of your relationship. Like, try to get him involved in everything. So do not be carried away by going out on dates, having good times, enjoying each other's company. All of that is good. But you're going to marry the covenant, a lifelong covenant that we can see so many people failing at. It should not create fear, but it should create some sort of awareness for the need to be well prepared for it. And one of the best ways to actually prepare for marriage, at least one of the very, very best, is who you actually decide to marry. The choice you make about who you spend your life with is the most important thing. Who that person is will determine to a large extent if it will work out with you. It's a two-way thing. Yeah, so that's my banter for today. Let me know what you think. You can leave a comment and you can share with someone as well. And you can join our community. Yes, we have monthly hangouts for our singles. We do not matchmake people in our community, but we create the right platform for people to interact, get to know each other, and learn relationship intelligence. My name is Joan Anuoluwa. See you next time. Bye.